Good morning, everyone. I'm Shanika John from St Vincent and the Grenadines, and it is indeed a pleasure to have all of you here with us, those of you who are viewing online and those of you who are here in person with us. When I applied for the fellowship in the middle of the COVID-19 pandemic, I kept asking myself over and over, are you sure? You don't want to start it and then drop out. You don't want to go into it, you can't handle it, are you sure? But the interesting thing is that when I started the fellowship, the support that I received from my Ministry of Health in St Vincent and the Grenadines, and by extension the government, and even from our course coordinator, Stacy, who started with me to help me get through every little detail, every process, was so amazing. That you didn't feel pressured, you didn't feel the need to quit, you didn't feel the need to drop out. And more importantly, as I started to interact with the course coordinators and those persons who were directly involved, I felt more and more that I was in the right place. So we got through all the details, all the documentation stuff, and then I got an email from Craig, and I want to quote him. He said, "It is important for you not to look at this fellowship as an online course." And I was like, oh, okay, cool, online course. Because we're online, most of it because of COVID, etc. And he said, what it is at its core is an organized way for all of you to learn from each other so that you are better able to make change. And today, that's one of the most significant parts of us being together. And I'm sure you would have heard that from all of the fellows. Another interesting part that Craig sent in his email, that very first email, he said, I work on building capacity to create what I like to call specialized journalists. They are people who have a depth of knowledge in their own field, as well as generalized skills to bring people and information together to make more effective, efficient, and sustainable change. And then I said, you're in the right place, Shanika. And today, when I look back at everything that we have gone through over the last year, we have lost persons, we have family members who've been sick, we've gained a goddaughter during this entire process. It is definitely an enriched process that we could never ask for. The fellowship itself, for me in particular, has helped to widen my scope as a health promotion officer. Like him, when I started the fellowship, I was a health promotion officer within the Ministry of Health, Wellness and Environment in St. Vincent. And today, I am in an acting capacity as the Chief Health Promotion Officer. And that is a position that could evoke change within the ministry where climate change and health. Timing is everything. Don't underestimate why you are here, why you are placed in certain positions. And even for us as fellows, the connection that we have gained from learning from each other has been very, very rewarding. And I want to thank all of those who have funded this initiative, who continue to support this initiative. And I think this is definitely something that needs to be zoomed in at the country level, more specifically, so we can have a wider group of advocates. In particular, for my project, I looked at really just looking at the readiness situation in St. Vincent and the Grenadines as it relates to climate change. It was a dual role for me because, one, it helped me to get that quick snapshot of the climate change situation in St. Vincent. And because I'm in a position where I can actually be part of the discussion of climate change and health, that was a good orientation. But it also helped me to enter into that regional community where I can now contribute towards the conversation towards climate change and health with other stakeholders. And that is something that I appreciated. If I was not a part of this fellowship, I would not have been able to achieve. I want to thank Program Coordinators Stacy, Chris, and Craig, the Ministry of Health in Vincent and the Grenadines, my Chief Medical Officer, my Medical Officer of Health, Dr. Roger Duncan, and the entire core team who has supported me throughout this entire process. I thank you very much, and I look forward to working with each and every one of you.